So.
Oh, okay. Was that something that you
younger? You know, I don't look like the old man. You know, sitting out there in the prairie on a horse.
Did you say you had to pinch it off? Is that what you just said?
Oh, pitch it off.
Okay, I thought you said pinch it off, dude. We're not talking about that on the show. Come on.
Yeah, we do. Come on, Alex. We do this 4.5 years, man. Of course we do.
I mean, well, we usually get 5 or 10 minutes before it goes off the rails. We're not starting that way. I mean, come on.
We always start that way, dude. Come on now. Let's go to the show.
All right. Yeah. Let's get it going. Here we go.
So we're gonna.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We got a great show for you today. Just a couple of weeks before Christmas. This year is flying by, and we got quite the crew with us today. Coming to us from Colorado, my man, Coleman Ruffin in the house.
What kind of work do you do? Your boy's having a rough computer internet troubles today, so I'm getting this out of the way now. If something happens, if I drop, it's not me, I swear.
Listen, man, you haven't been working, man. Your computer's like on vacation, dude. It doesn't even know what to do.
It's basically its long hiatus, and it's a Monday for it. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm on the fritz again. All the updates, it's not good.
Dude, you turn the computer on today, and it's like, what? Wait, what are we doing? Wait, what's
I actually
what's
have to
going
do
on?
stuff. This is crazy.
Coming to us from Jersey, the Bodacious Cowboys in the house. Jeff Dickinson, everybody.
Walk on. Walk on. There's the Bodacious Cowboys.
Why though? Why do you trying to lose some weight? Take it off where you can, huh?
No, I want to look a little younger. You know, the wife was following me, so I said, you know what, I have to gain those points. So
listen, I'll play Cowboy today, man. I'll do it. I'll play Cowboy.
Hey, you know, it's a
today.
rarity, Trey, when you have more hair on your face than I do.
That is a rarity, and I'm getting it back too. I'm getting it all back. Coming back. It's looking good. It's getting good. Coming to us from Chicago, the strongest man in logistics, Robert Bain in the house. Everybody.
Hey.
Hey, what up?
Hey.
I got something special for you today, dog. I got something special for you today.
Oh, what do you have for me?
It's gonna be a good day. I got something. I can't tell you right now. You have to wait. All right.
Oh.
That's how it works. How's everything in Chicago, man? Are you in Chicago? Where are you?
I'm not. I'm in Minnesota. We had our annual planning meetings.
I was gonna say you don't look like that. Doesn't look like your house, dude. That didn't
Minnesota.
look like.
Yeah, it's not my background usually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in Minneapolis. Fly back tonight.
I know. Hey, listen, as you guys can see, we got a special guest on today. My man in the house, the one and only Rahmel Wattley. Give it up, everybody.
Hey. Here we go. Hey. I knew it. A little heart say.
Yeah.
We might just have to let this song play out just a little bit.
He's gonna rock.
Oh, good.
This is definitely the vibe. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm amazing, man. Anytime spent with you guys is amazing. So what's going on, man? Talk to me. What's going on?
I gotta know. Do you have an ugly sweater like dinner tonight, or is this for us?
This
is about as ugly as my sweaters get, man. And I don't think this is too ugly, but if you say so, I mean, I'm with it.
Great day.
No, it's great. It's great, dude. It looks like you guys got a Christmas party tonight. It's I love it, man. I love how only in the holidays we don't do this any other time. You come up with these unique sweaters, something fun, something different. That's not you're not doing that in May. Nobody's doing that.
No. You're not at all. But yeah, man, it's that time. It's the fall. I love this season. This is my season. I'm a
Hi,
Libra.
Rahmel.
Yeah,
Listen, man,
boy.
I'm glad that you're here, man. It's been too long. I know that this year you paused Freight Fest. You didn't have that. I didn't get to see you down in Houston for that, and you've been doing working on some other stuff.
Yeah,
still podcasting, still doing the thing. But what's good, man? Tell us what's up. Give us the lowdown,
man. For sure. Like you said, I took a little bit of time off. I had to, as a creator, sometimes we need to, make sure we isolate and give some times back to ourselves, right? That's one part of this job that people don't see, right? It's very rigorous, and we're always on the go. We're connecting with people. We're networking. We're always trying to put out content. So sometimes you have to pause. Sometimes you have to prioritize, put family first, and that's what I had to do. So that's what I was doing. But it's 2025. We're almost looking at the first quarter, and we're back, baby. Truck and Hustle is back. We still been going strong, still building the community, and man, I'm just excited to be here, excited to be living. Everything's beautiful, man.
Some of the best swag in the industry. Just wore my my beanie, my stocking cap just the other day on a little hike with Mark Manera, our friend Dr. Mark Manera.
I love Mark. Shout out to Mark Manera, man. It's amazing to see what he's put together with Off Shift. I remember when he was first talking about it, it was like a thought in his brain. He didn't even know if the name was going to be Off Shift yet. And I'm just loving to see like the movement that he's building. Big shout to Mark Manera.
It's incredible. And it's cool. Like I have we meet so many cool people in the industry, and sometimes you just wish you could live in the same neighborhood as those people. Mark's one of those guys that I get to live like 20 minutes away. And so every week, once a week, Thursday mornings, we go for like a 5-mile hike. And it just happened to be 15 degrees this week. It was a little cold.
Oh, wow.
I was dope. You didn't see it, but I had another stocking cap under the Truck and Hustle stocking cap because I wasn't messing around, dude. It's
like go meet for some coffee with a treadmill or something. Like that's too cold, man. That's too cold.
Nah. Dude, you live in Colorado.
Did he have you out there doing burpees or what? Like, what were you guys doing? What did the walk look like?
We did not do any burpees this time, but we do normally do push-ups every mile. This time we were just trying to stay out of the wind, and we did do some running. We did some backwards running because it was cold. And we had to turn our back on the wind. So we did a little bit of cardio this time that we normally don't do. Normally we just hike and do push-ups. So
okay, what is that? I don't speak Spanish. What is that?
Light workout. Yeah, he doesn't know. He just lifts heavy. He eats plates for dinner, not the plates that we think we're talking about, like real plates.
Yeah.
Okay, Rahmel,
he eats heavy and lifts heavy.
Have you watched some of the stuff that Bane's done? Have you seen?
Yeah, I've seen this guy, man. I stopped watching him because I'm tired of it, man. It's ridiculous.
Well, I hate to say it. We got more of it. Yo, check this out. Check out this video of our man. Look. Let's go,
man. That's crazy, man. That looks like an incoming hemorrhoid to me, man. I don't know about that.
We're good there.
Dude, my favorite part is the crowd, dude. I love the fact that people just go nuts, and you actually showed some emotion.
Yeah, like he hasn't done it before a million times, right? Like he's all hype about it.
Okay, well, give us the numbers this time. Give us the numbers. This is new numbers.
1152 squat, number 7 all time at 275, number 24 all time all weight classes, 612 bench, which was a 1.8 pound PR. I was very excited about that. And then 705 deadlift, which tied the best I've ever done.
Dude, listen.
Hold on, he said 1152.
Yeah, dude. I remember when you were trying to crack
on your back.
I remember when you were trying to crack 1,000. You remember that? I remember you're like 990 or whatever, 970. You were getting close to it and ramping up to it. Now it's like 1,000's like nothing, dude. Like that's like 1,000. The difference between what you're doing now and 1,000 is me. That's the difference between what you're doing now and 1,000 pounds is one trade.
I don't want to sound like that guy when I say this, but it kind of does. But it's true. I can walk into any gym any week whenever I want, and I'll squat 1,000 pounds. Period.
Oh God, dude.
Which is
bananas. That is bananas.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
I'll walk in any coffee shop and pick up a 16-ounce cup, man.
That's right.
Anytime you want. Anytime you want, dog.
Yeah, the smoothie bar, baby.
Yeah, I remember.
I do want to give some color to everything though, because I think it's important. Like, and I posted it on my LinkedIn today. Like that last deadlift when that went down, like I was fired up, and I don't usually get like real fired up like that.
Right. I know.
because I also know the decompression that happens. Like I passed out before, so I didn't want to do that. Like get all excited and just fall on the floor. It was awkward. But that was 26 months in between totals. I bought out three huge, invite only meets. I had a lot of expectations, and so it was it's emotional for me because I know the work. My teammates have been there. So it was really, really cool, and then to kind of have that day, have all those friends around, was just super cool. And now, we walked away from the meet, and my coach and I are talking afterwards, and it's like I could set it all down today, like that Sunday, the day after the meet. I'm in the top 10 all time in one of the, if not the most competitive weight classes in the game, in that sport. And it was dope. It was super cool, man. It was an emotional day. It was awesome. And it was funny because then I get back to the gym the following Sunday, just doing light stuff, because we're still kind of recovering. And the first thing my coach says, like, what are you feeling like? I'm like, when do we start going for 12?
That's right. So let me ask you a question real quick. When you're building to that number, right? How do you build your squat PR by just squatting, or is there other exercise that you focus on to build your strength?
That's a good question. That by itself could be an entire podcast. So the way I structure my training is it's all in waves, and it's done to try to focus on all three main lifts. The deadlift very much complements the squat, but the additional special exercises that I do, that's where I spend most of my time versus going out doing max. I do max ever squats 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
It takes a lot out of you too. But then we'll do like this week, we'll have a specialty bar. I'll do still, raw stuff, none of my gear on, sets of 4 and 5, a lot of volume. And then I'll be on like the reverse hyper and the belt squat, which is going to help build my hips. Do a lot of stuff for recovery too. Cause that's really more at this point than some of the actual work is to recover from everything that I'm doing. But right now, we're not really, we don't have a meet picked out. So it's very much a lot of volume, build the base. And that's what's been really successful for us in all three lifts is build the base so that, like, again, any given Sunday, I can walk in the gym and I'll bench, 6 to 650, always got to crack at 700. Same thing with my deadlift. I can roll out of bed hungover if I want to. I can pull 675 like it's so knowing that that's the baseline and we build off of that, if we can add every year 5-10 pounds to each one of those, that's 30 pounds to my total, to the baseline total. And then we start to peak for an actual competition. So that it kind of gives you an idea. Like we have a lot of specialty exercises around that. But the biggest thing is just consistency every single week doing even when I'm traveling, whatever, like I have to have I have a travel gym I bring with me in my suitcase, like just so I always have something I can do that'll provide the right resistance. But yeah, so it's the consistency of doing the things that help me recover. I can go and perform on the big days.
So let me ask you. Go ahead, you first, Jeff. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. So you said you had expectations. The question I have is, did you beat those expectations?
On the squat, I did. The goal for the total was 2506. There's a whole reason for that. Won't get into all the powerlifting politics, but anybody from Trigger Warning Conjugate watch this, go fuck yourself.
Okay, we
okay.
But yeah,
it's Robert Bain. That works.
Was the goal total, and I totaled 2469. Still a great total, really, really solid. But so we did fall short on that. If I'd gotten my third bench and then pulled the same deadlift, I would have actually gotten 2507. So that would have taken care of it. So it's still more work to do. So I have found that.
It's good.
Powerlifters, all these big, strong dudes have all these big feelings too, because like most of them make this whole sport their personality. And so I figure if I just out total all of them, they can't say shit to me.
Got it.
Incredible. Rahmel, you had a question you were going to ask.
No. So my question, and this question somebody may have asked you this question before, but this is the first thing I think of. Why do you do it?
That is a great question.
What's the reason? What are you trying to accomplish overall?
So my parents instilled in me that outside of what you do, so like your school, job, whatever, you need to pursue something. Make sure it's legal. That was their kicker to me because they knew who I am. So
that's our kicker to everybody. Anybody
quality. Yeah, that's good for everybody, not just Robert Bain.
But my parents specifically said that to me. They said the same thing to my sisters, just left out the make sure it's legal part. But find something to pursue because it's important. and I realized this as I got older, it is incredibly important for my children to watch me in the pursuit of something besides my paycheck.
Yeah.
And so that's what they see. And so, and my kids will tell you, like, they go places, they can't go anywhere in the country. People will see their last name, and invariably it happens. They'll be on trips with their friends. Like, are you Robert Bain's kid? And so what they realize though is that, okay, like, so dad, he networks really well. He's done these really cool things. And then when they start to see the numbers on open powerlifting, they go, wow, like this is really cool. And like, again, I could just hang it all tomorrow, and I got these cool stories to tell. I got all. You shouldn't go to the grave in one piece. You should skid in, busted, broken, and rode hard because you lived an incredible life. And that, for me, this is how I live an incredible life. It's like I do stuff that terrifies people. And listen, I've said this on the show a few times. I've done a lot of drugs in my life. There is no better high than getting under something that should kill you and squatting it or benching it or deadlifting it, and then setting it down or putting it back, whatever, and knowing that you just beat that. You beat gravity. It's something that should kill you. It's exhilarating. It's amazing. And what's dope is that now I've brought in 3 of my 4 children all into the sport. So now it's building a legacy on that. But ultimately it was my kids need to see me pursuing something besides just getting paid and coming home and drinking beer on Friday and waiting for Monday.
It's a great damn answer, man. I love that.
Yeah. Robert's tagline for his life is, can you say it or do you need me to say it?
Go ahead.
Robert's tagline is, I'm dope and I do dope shit.
I like that. That's my tagline too.
Not quite.
Come on, that's close. That was pretty close.
My life is dope, and I do.
My life. There you go. My life is dope. There you go.
Close enough for government work.
I love it.
That's right. Right. Definitely close.
I'm sold. I'm going to squat tonight, man. I'm sold.
I'll tell you what, though. I think there's something to be said about chasing something or still dreaming a little bit in life as an adult, because so many adults just stop. They just settle into a routine, into kind of a rhythm of work and family, and not there's anything wrong with that. But man, like when you can show your kids that you can still dream at 40, you can still dream at 50, you can write a book at 60, all these things you can do, man, it just puts that in front of them. I think it's so valuable.
Benjamin Franklin said it best, man. Most people die in the early 20s and they just get buried in their 80s.
That's right. That's right. Life is all about the pursuit, man. It's all about the journey.
It is.
That's a good one. That is a good one. All right. Well, let's talk about some things that are happening in the world today. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Black Friday shopping crushed expectations, not only in revenue, but in number of consumers that actually bought stuff this year. It's interesting. I think it's a good sign of things. I don't know if that's, I mean, when companies buy stuff right now, the threat of tariffs and that kind of thing, maybe they're trying to stock their shelves or whatever, get things in before that starts. But when consumers buy it, to me, that's a pretty good sign that things are starting to turn around. That or credit cards are just going, balances are going through the roof. One of the two.
4K no those bills.
I mean, I can't lie. Actually, I'm surprised, man. I thought most of America was broke. I don't know what money they're buying things with, but yeah, it's very surprising. Actually, shocking that to be honest with you, usually, heading to Black Friday, you hear a lot about it. I don't feel like I heard anything about Black Friday this year.
Oh.
I don't feel like the Black Friday vibes were in the air at all.
What's interesting is Thanksgiving was like the stores didn't open up on Thanksgiving this year like they did last year, which I hated. I hated that they didn't open this year.
And a bunch of stuff surrounding it, a bunch of media. I didn't see any of that. So so when you said that, I thought you were going to say it tanked. I don't know. That's crazy.
What about Cyber Monday? How did that do? I heard nothing.
I haven't seen the results yet on Cyber Monday, but I got a feeling it's probably similar. I mean, Amazon, they're
here's the thing with all that. The reason we're not hearing about it is because it has become, especially since 2020, it has become so ingrained in us. So like, dude, you're sitting there watching the game, watching Lions win, and you're just add a cart. That's what we're doing, man. And so, so you don't have people lining up at the stores as much anymore. Like, cool, you can go to Sam's and
well, and there's a change in advertising too. People are not watching network TV nearly as much. Right. I bought a newspaper. Like my wife was like, "We need newspapers. It's Thanksgiving. We got to go to the ads." Yeah, exactly. I went to the gas station. I got 2 newspapers. The Thanksgiving edition. It literally said Thanksgiving edition. No ads. There were no ads in the newspaper. Like I spent $10. By the way, the newspaper was $5. I spent $10 on 2 newspapers and no ads.
That's crazy. Yeah, newspapers are relics, man. It's a new day.
Yep. Everything's
because with the data we have now, you can geographically target. Like each one of us got ads either in our email or on our social media.
They were
feeds. Targeted to us. The geos were in
on things we've been talking about or looking up.
Nice.
You know,
100%.
it's crazy.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I think they've just gotten really smart about how they reach us, and they just don't need to. They don't need to make it public anymore because it's just private. Like, I know you want those, those boots from this store. Here's the ad. Go buy it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was we had this conversation on Black Friday because we're like, man. So this is my wife, my mother-in-law, and brother-in-law. When was the last time that you actually went out for a Black Friday thing? Like, for me, I mean, I was never a big Black Friday shopper, but this was like in high school. It was the last time I was like, oh, it's like midnight. Like, let's go out there and check it out and all this stuff. And it's just too easy now not to.
And you know what? How do we even know that that's true, man? Like, because at the end of the day, like, somebody controls the narrative, right? So they can tell us that, oh man, Black Friday was a success to try to stimulate the economy and make people feel like people are spending. But are those numbers really true? Who are they talking to?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I'm not fully convinced. Yes.
We're saying the numbers the media's reporting could be falsified. It never happened in America.
Perhaps, right? Has anybody ever thought
Why would the media lie to us?
That's always possible.
So you got to take these things with the grain of salt. I'm going to go with the eye test. What I saw was not what I've seen, so I don't know about that. But
I know this. We're not spending as much money this year as we've spent in the past. We've talked about that.
Nobody is.
And it's interesting. To go back to the Black Friday thing, I never did Black Friday shopping until I got married. And the first year that I was married, I started to find out about this crazy nonsense. My wife and her family went through the ads on Thanksgiving. They had lists for everybody. She had a list for me, things like Home Depot stuff that she didn't want to go get, but she knew we needed. She had a list for me to go get stuff. So I'm up at 4 a.m. going to Home Depot to buy a Christmas tree or something that she found a deal on.
Why?
And I did that for a couple years, like 3 years I did that. And then I said, I'm not doing that. You guys can go do whatever you want. I'm sleeping in. I ain't doing that anymore.
And I'll say we've changed how we shop too. Like the kids, I mean, our kids are all older now, right? The youngest one is 14. So as we talk to them about stuff, it's like, hey, like we're gonna get you a couple like physical items. We're giving you each like 3 or 4 gift cards. Violet the baby, she'll get some stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, man, like Dad's already booked the vacations. Like they already know like there's a vacation coming. Just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much the show's going to say it. Like we're going to Orlando for 7 days in June next year, and we're flying first class, the whole nine. Like that's their big gift, because the more and more I've seen, like I see more shit that I've bought my kids, and I'm sure you guys have all seen this. Thrown away.
I know. Coleman, this is good advice for you. You're just getting started.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
But my kids still talk about the family road trip we took to DC.
Yes.
In 2016, they still talk about it. So I'm like, easy peasy. I will spend my money on that because they will. One, they're going to carry it on, but 2, like they will never forget that shit.
100%. Listen, my daughter's not talking about the sweater she got last year for Christmas. She's talking about seeing Wicked on Broadway last year, the trip that we took for Christmas. That's what she's talking about.
Experiences, man. It's all about experiences. Those
so much better.
products and stuff like that, man. Nobody cares about that stuff.
I know. I just added to my to-do list of things around the house. I got to build more shelves in the basement.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe I should just throw some stuff away. Maybe I should just get rid of stuff.
There we go.
I ain't building more shelves, man.
Yeah, especially for me being a new dad. First couple of years, it's all about the wrapping paper and boxes they're going to get. They're going to have more fun with that than the actual stuff.
Dude,
maybe aside from clothes.
But I'm telling you, man,
it's kind of important for when they're growing. But
Sloan's going to love stuffed animals. Every time you go somewhere, she sees one, she's going to buy one. You're going to end up with 30, and you're like, what happened? How did this happen?
Yeah, it's going to be tempting, man. Fight the temptation, man. Fight the temptation.
It happens super quick. Well, Forbes was the one that was reporting $41 billion was spent on Black Friday. So I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's Forbes reporting that. So we'll go with that. We'll see what happens with that. Now, this is interesting though. So Rahmel, I definitely want to get your take on this. We're podcasters, man. It's interesting. This election cycle, we talked about this on the show recently. Podcasting, man, was everything. Everything on the election cycle. And I feel like the media landscape is changing, man. How do you feel as a podcaster to almost feel like, I know how I felt. How did you feel seeing podcasts play a role in something as big as the presidential election?
Yeah, man, I think it's, obviously for us, it's super encouraging that our industry and what we do is respected in that way to where, the traditional media outlets are taking a back seat to guys on YouTube, right? It's like, That's wild. So it's definitely a good sign for us, but it just goes to show that there's trust in what we do, right? We build a lot of trust with our audience, and people don't trust the traditional media routes anymore, man. They're coming to people who are either in it, who actually do it, who live it, who breathe it, and that's the opinions that they respect, and that's who the people who are trying to, whatever they're trying to sell, a product, service, or it's a campaign, they're going to go sit down with those people because that's where the trust is. So, I mean, it's definitely a good sign for us. And I love it. I think it's amazing. I think we're in a great seat. You know what I mean?
I know 100%. I mean, like there's no better way to get to know somebody than a long form podcast, unscripted, unedited discussion. And there's so many of them out there now that was great. In fact, I was watching some of the, at the end, it's always dissecting. The losing team tries to dissect why they lost, the winning team, whatever. They all do that. But it's interesting. One of the biggest factors that the Harris campaign talks about is her not going on podcasts. And I'm like,
listen, 100%. When I saw Trump go on Joe Rogan and you saw those numbers the day after, I mean, he's what, 30, 40, 50 million. And then you see some of the podcasts that Kamala is on, and she's like maybe 1 million, 2 million. You already see where the popular vote is at. You see who people are tuning into. Now, mind you, people love Trump for shock value as well. So everybody watching doesn't necessarily support him. They may love or hate him, but they're still paying attention.
Here's the crazy part is the difference between any podcast that either candidate went on and the legacy media. Dude, their numbers tanked. I mean, they're in the hundreds of thousands versus millions. I mean, it's insane. Dude, Tyler Lawrence, what's up, brother? Hey, let's just start Tyson, not Tyler. Why did I say Tyler? I was thinking Tyler Gilbert. Tyson, listen, buddy. He went on your podcast recently. What was that like, man? Did you guys have a good time?
Listen, so first of all, Tyson is my guy. I've known Tyson now for 4 years. He came on Truck and Hustle very, very early, right around the time I think he sold Tactic or one of the businesses. I'm not sure. I may be missed.
How'd you guys meet? How'd y'all get connected?
Through social media. I saw a post that he put up on LinkedIn, and I thought his story was really cool. And I reached out to him, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, let's get on the line, let's talk." And then when we connected, I was like, "Yo, this dude is really cool, man." So we did the show. Oh yeah. And ever since then, he's been locked in. He spoke at Freight Fest 2 years. He's just a part of the community, man. So it was just like, seeing an old friend again and being able to just chop it up. But the really cool thing is I'm so comfortable with him. I didn't have to do that whole breaking the ice and, because we're already there. So it was really two friends just kind of learning a little bit more, more so me learning more about him because he wasn't really asking me questions, but me getting to just learn more about him, fill in some of the blanks that I didn't really know. And it's good. And he's so transparent and just so real about, business and life. You can't beat that. That's content, baby.
Dude, he's one of the best, man. And his story is so good. I mean, talk about like learning from failure, making mistakes, figuring stuff out. And what I love about Tyson, and you probably capture this too, that dude is like a coach, man. He's got a heart of a coach. He just wants to help other people win. I've introduced him to people, and people are like, well, is he a broker? Does he want to steal my brokerage? I'm like, he just wants to help. He's just a coach, man.
Literally.
He just wants to help. Yeah. And I love that about him. So I'm glad that he was on your show, man. We're excited to push that and blast it out there. And he's built his brand now. People are starting to see him as I haven't titled him this yet, but I think I'm gonna capture this phrase for him. Dude's the freight agent whisperer.
I like that. So just from the outside looking in, a person who looks at, people who are establishing their brands, I think that he's doing a great job of building a brand and really separating himself from everybody else because the content, I love if such and such was a freight broker, I love the different little content pieces that's being put together to make him differentiate himself from everybody out there. So I think he's on the right track and the personal brand is booming, man. I'm excited to see what he does with it.
He's doing good stuff, man. He's doing good stuff. It's fun to watch him. So Tyson, what's up, buddy? Thanks for watching.
I want to hit on that real quick. The whole cosmic personal branding, right? Like Trey, you and I have talked about this for years, right? And Rahmel, obviously, your personal brand, incredible. You've done a great job building that up.
For sure.
We were talking about this during our annual planning, and people don't want to hear from companies or, like you say, traditional media. They want to hear from other people. And so personal branding, whether you want to do it or not, it's so necessary to have a sustainable career anymore. Especially in this industry, I feel like it is a bit unique where you have a lot of voices, you have a lot of connections, you have a lot of people that look to establish it. So the personal brand and the need for that, I think, is becoming higher and higher to really, again, sustain a career and to go the different directions you want to go. Like ultimately, do you want to slang freight? Do you want to do your own thing? Do you want to do media? Do you want to start? Do you want to acquire companies? at some point someone's gonna go, dude, like I don't know who you are. Like I've never seen you on LinkedIn. I've never seen you in any of the conferences. Like I don't want to fuck with you. Like that's what at some point we're gonna run into that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I agree 100%, man. I always tell, anybody I deal with, like brand or whatever, you're trying to sell a product or a service, you have to humanize it. People want to see what's at the heart, what's at the soul of what you're selling, right? Because at the end of the day, we're being sold to 24/7, 365, right? So it's like, how do I know that I can trust you? How do I know that you're different than all the other people that are selling me with the same exact pitch? And ultimately, a lot of stuff is like, they're all commodities, right? Like, so it's just like, you don't want the business to be transactional. And that's how you make it more than a transaction, is by you let people know who you are and what you're about. And there's no better way to do that than by telling your story. Because when you tell your story now, people understand, okay, that's how we landed here. That's how you got to this idea. That's why you're passionate about that, right? So you have to do it. You have to do it.
I just listened to a podcast, Ed Milet's show. I was listening to a podcast. He had Roy Arden on there, who's a brand consultant. And they were talking about the value of a personal brand, not only for us as adults, but to start thinking about our kids starting to build a personal brand and what opportunities they're going to get as a result of that now. Because back when we were growing up, the only people that had personal brands were the athletes, Michael Jordan, Jack Nicklaus or whatever, like whoever else you might put out there in terms of like these popular people. They had personal brands, but people didn't have a personal brand. We couldn't do it. But now you can do it. It's so easy to do now. You can just put some time and effort into it.
The first like regular-ish person that kind of had one was like a Howard Stern. Like, yeah, he had a radio show, but like he becomes this like the king of all media, so to speak. And that I think it started to create this snowball effect for people. Like a regular average DJ, which again is not a easy job, but like he took over all the airwaves.
Yeah,
and
right.
now,
Right.
And so
that's how Dave Ramsey built his company. People don't even know about his company. They just know about Dave Ramsey. But
Dave Ramsey
on the radio every day on the radio. People got to know him. He also, and this is, if you're going to write a book, everybody, put your face on the front. I still wonder why authors, especially nonfiction authors, don't put their face on the book. This is who you are. Put your face on it so people know and they see you.
Everybody can see that.
Exactly. Robert, it's interesting when you started when we started talking about Strongest Man Logistics, man. Like the cool thing about that is that like you ran with it, and it just the consistency that you've done it. That's literally who you are now. I mean, that is who you are, and people probably know that more than they know your name at this point. Some people don't know you.
The amount of people who don't know my first name is wild.
Yeah. I 100%. The first time that I came into your ecosystem, it was the Strongest Man. I'm like, who's the Strongest Man guy?
Who is this guy?
I don't know what you did. I don't know nothing. I just know you're the Strongest Man. No, let's see how strong you are.
Dude, that
was the secondary motivation for him to actually be the Strongest Man. The name and the brand. It's like, well, shit. Now I got it.
I guess you got to do it.
That's like my whole thing. Like, I would love an Iron Man tattoo. But like, I don't really want to do an Iron Man. I get the tattoo. I like kind of got to do it.
I mean, in fairness, he was still lifting some pretty heavy weights at that point.
Yeah, obviously.
It wasn't like you started from scratch, but you really was like a phoenix rising from the ashes, man. You were recreating yourself. You were kind of at a pivotal point in your life, and that personal brand, in my opinion, has probably opened up more doors for you than almost anything I would imagine.
I was talking to people last night about this at our Freight Movement event. I have not had a traditional job interview in 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I met you when you were working for those companies.
And if you win, like you got it.
Yeah.
That's right. At this point, if he has a resume, it's just a picture of him, like, doing a squat. That's all he needs.
Posing real quick.
There's a lot to be said about that, though, because I think about this a lot. Like, I've never met Gary Vaynerchuk. A lot of us follow Gary V. I've never met the guy.
Right.
But I feel like shut up. I feel like I know him. I feel like I know him because he's consistent in his messaging and the content he puts out. He likes wine. He likes the New York Jets. He wants to buy them. He's big into empathy. He's great on leadership. He's great on social media consistency and being on the trends. Like I know these things about him, and it gives me this sense that I know him to the point that if I met him, I would feel comfortable and I would trust him. Even so that if my phone rang and it was said Vayner Media, I would take the call just because of the trust and comfort I feel with him.
That's right. And you swipe the credit card too. Let's not forget that. You know what I mean? Like that's what's really most important. It's closed already. It's that brand. You see Vayner, anything attached with Gary V. Oh, I'm doing it. No, let's get it. Stamped.
That's right.
Done.
That's right. And so there's something about that. But it goes both ways. I mean, there's brands out there we know that are not good.
It's true.
And it they have a negative connotation to it. I think here's what people don't realize is that your brand is being built whether you're intentionally doing it or not. So you better be intentional about it. You need to put the time in. People are going to have a thought about you.
You're saying that if you're a scumbag and you screw over carriers, you don't pay them, and you just keep bulldozing over everything, like you're going to ruin your reputation.
Something like that.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Hey, Johnson, my man. What's up, brother? Good to see you today. Hope everything is well up in Minneapolis. Most identifiable beards, that's for sure. Yeah. The beard is
listening to the whole thing.
Yeah. Do you have the cartoon logo yet? Have we made that yet? We need to get that done.
We've been working on it.
Because the beard is just a fit. Just with the round head and the beard.
Because the AI that generated it, my friends have been working on it. The pose is perfect. It is it's a diamond shape, and it's then at the bottom of the diamond is this, and it looks like the Bulls logo. I just gotta get the beard incorporated in there.
That's what I actually say is a personal brand check. If you could see an outline of something and you can identify who the person is, then you have a very strong personal brand, right? Like think about people like Snoop Dogg, right? If you see a outline of Snoop, it's Snoop. There's without question, right? Like that's when you have a strong brand. So like people know how you look, how you dress. It's almost like you're a cartoon.
This on my backpack.
There you go.
Everyone knows exactly who it is.
Yep, that's it, man. Yeah. That's it. But it takes time to build it, man. It takes intent. You have to be intentional, right? You have to be very intentional about what you do.
I remember when when I went to Lean and they wanted me to be the kind of the brand ambassador for the brand because Robert he didn't want to be out front. That was not his thing. Didn't want to do that. So we started doing that, and I went to the marketing team and I said, "Hey, can you make me a cartoon?" And it was an image of Scott Van Pelt. Do you guys know Scott Van Pelt? Sports
SVP. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yep. He's got that iconic. It's a black and white thing. It's perfect. Him. You know it's him. It's absolutely perfect. Yeah. And so I went to our graphic designers. I said, "Hey, here, take this picture. Can you make something like this for me? I've got spiky hair, big ears, and a beard. What can you do?" And that's when they came up with, what I got right there. That's how it is. So I started just doing that all the time, and it's kind of weird, but at the same time, the people, that's what they know. They see that sign, they know it's Trey. And it's like the consistency of it, just being consistent on something like that, man, it's huge. It makes a huge difference. No doubt about it.
Because when you think about it, like think of like cartoons, right? Like a cartoon doesn't ever change its clothes. You know what I mean? Like Bart wears the same outfit every single episode.
That's right.
35 years, you have the same shirt on.
You should think the same exact way by how you show up. Like
Steve Jobs, jeans and a black shirt. He literally wore the same thing every day.
That's it. So it's like those are like little things. Like if they're gonna always be consistent, like that's how you have to think. Like be like a cartoon. You know what I mean? Because it's not about who cares if you ain't change your clothes for a week. Nah, you trying to sell yourself, man. You want to be recognizable.
I'll tell you what. I started this last year. We were in Vegas for Manifest. Coleman and I were. And the Chiefs were playing the Super Bowl the next week. So I was like, well, I'm going to wear my Chiefs jersey at least one day. I bet there's going to be other people wearing jerseys. It'll be fun. And I got to Manifest and nobody else was wearing a jersey. And I stood out. Yeah. And I thought, wait a minute here. Like if I wear jerseys all the time, then I'll become known as the jersey guy, and it'll be really easy for people to find me. They'll ask me about my team. They'll get pissed off. They'll throw something at me, whatever. But it makes me stand out. Everybody's wearing a black polo.
Engagement.
Everybody's wearing, khaki pants and a black polo, whatever. Like that's the common outfit. And so now, anytime I go to an event, I only wear jerseys. I don't wear anything else anymore. Only jerseys. I've got like 8 jerseys in my closet now. That's it.
You bring it up. If you see a 6'3", 6'4" guy in a pink polo, everyone knows Snake Johnson.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all he wears. It's consistent. Yeah. Like the consistency of it is so good. And I tell people this whenever I talk trade show strategies, like, what are you going to do to stand out? What are you going to do where people go, I know that's who that person is? Yeah, of course you got it. But you got it. We know you got it. Tyson needs a mustache alternate logo.
Oh no, man!
I ain't doing that, man. I ain't doing that. That was just a short. That was a short time only. It's a limited time only.
It was a dark time in my life.
It was, man. My hair was part. Rahmel, did you see this on social? Did you see some of the posts of me? I was in a production of Newsies with my daughter here at Missouri Baptist University, and I had to play a 1900 New York businessman. So I had to do mustache only, no beard, and I had to part my hair. So I had to grow my hair out for 2 months. It was pretty bad.
Oh yeah, I've seen. Well, you looking like the cop. I used to run.
Yeah. Keystone Cop. That's right. that's actually a pretty cool.
But yeah, it sounds pretty funny. But yeah, nah, you definitely got the whole cop thing going on, man. The whole for sure.
Dude, I had people that didn't recognize me.
Where were you the night of?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. You're saying Trey's got the cop thing going on? Like he looks like a snitch?
He definitely looks like a snitch. I don't know. No, not a snitch, a cop. I
just needed the navy top hat and the yeah, totally. No, I was singing for the choir at church one Sunday about 3 weeks ago, and I went up there on stage, and there were people in the band that didn't know it was me until I started singing. They thought it was a new guy that they brought in. I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
You know who has a cool brand? I just pulled him up. Do you know Steve Ferreria? He does like the maritime. He wears like these big bright jackets and like these really bright shades every conference. And like everything about him, even like when we first connected, he sent me like a Loom video and it was like so colorful. And I was like, I love the way you just present. Like
neon life.
Yeah, just in the presentation alone, you won me over. Like everything's like neon, like high flashy colors. Like he wears these really loud jackets. Like I love it. I love it. Big shout to him. I think you pronounced his name Ferreria.
Shout out right here. This guy right here.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, right there.
Him, man. Steve Ferreria. Yep. Nice. And it's very consistent all across all social. You go to his website, you almost get blind. Like, you know how they say, like, if you like with the flashing lights, you might cause whatever. He has one of those kind of cause a seizure. You might get a seizure looking at it, but you're definitely going to remember him for sure.
Dude, that's awesome. I gotta see if I can pull that up. That's awesome. Yeah, but it's the just the iconic nature of a brand. I mean, Michael Jordan with the jump man. Like these iconic the iconic nature of brands are just so powerful. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. A little power outage, huh? That's
high winds. Serious.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. Oh man, that is crazy. Yeah, looking like a cop. Tyson, thanks. Appreciate it. We ain't doing that. All right, gentlemen, it's time to have a little bit of fun today. We're playing a game called Wavelength. Jeff, take it. All right, guys, you know the drill. You need something to write with, pad and paper, something like that. We got it going. All right, here's how the game works, Rahmel, just so you know. We're going to put up a banner, and that banner is going to have a category, and it's going to have a letter. And the goal is to write a word that you think other people would also write, because the way you get points is if you match with somebody else on the show. So let me give you an example. If it was food A and you chose avocado and I chose avocado, then we would both get a point because we matched up. All right. So trying to get on the same wavelength with everybody else. And wait a minute. Hold on, folks. What? Whoa.
Wow.
Wow, it's getting hot. Hey. All right, Rahmel. Let's go. Pretend like you know what we're doing. Just pretend. You don't know. What's up, Scott Watanabe, the freight sensei in the house today? What's up, my man?
It's my day off. I miscalculated my PTO, so I'm taking every Friday off this week.
Attaboy.
That's a nice bonus. Hey, speaking of brand, Scott Watanabe, the freight sensei, has a nice brand as well. I don't know if you've seen his caricature. Can you got a picture of that somewhere, dude? You can pull that up, dude. Where's your water bottle?
It's at work.
Man,
I'll put mine up.
Hey,
Bodacious Cowboy, look at that. Come on.
There he goes.
So good. Good stuff. All right. Okay. Scott, listen, it's game time.
Yeah.
And so we're playing.
Scott's going to show up literally a minute before and he's just going to win.
He's going to dominate. That's right. We're playing Wavelength.
Listen,
I was on the last
one more time. Just get real quick. What are we doing again?
Okay. So we're going to put up a banner. That banner's going to have a category.
We can do a test run. If you want,
we could do a test run. We have an extra one. We can do a test run, but here's how it works. We're going to put up a banner. It's got a category and a letter. So, like for example, if it's food A, you got to think of a food that starts with the letter A: avocado, apple, whatever. You got to write down what you think other people are also going to write down because you want to be on the same wavelength. You only get points when you match up with somebody else on the show.
Okay. So I got to get into your brains a little bit. I got to think how you guys think.
Yep.
That's exactly right. And I am.
All right.
And I am keeping score today, so I got the score.
So who's going to be all protein for Bane? I know that. So if it's food, let's go.
That's right. Okay.
All
All
right.
right. First
You ready
one.
to do
First
this?
one. Here we go. Next one. Here we go. First one is things in your fridge with an O. Things in your fridge with an O. Okay. All right. Come on, Rahmel. All right.
I'm ready for this one. I guarantee W right
In
here.
your fridge with
There's no way.
W.
There's no way.
guaranteed.
There's no way.
Easy.
Scott, where'd you go? Where'd you go? All right, Scott, write something down, dude. What are you doing?
Hold on.
You looking stuff up? You can't look stuff up.
No,
What are you
I'm getting my notepad.
doing?
I'm supposed to do that.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to count down to 3. We're all going to turn around and we're going to see.
Oh, hold
3,
on.
2,
No, we
1.
just saw yours.
Olives. Orange
Hold on.
juice. Orange.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Onion. Oh my gosh! Everybody gets points, but you and me, Rahmel. Doggone it!
Oh man!
Nice.
All right.
All right.
Okay, Scott gets a point. Bane gets a point. Dadgummit, that sucks. We're off to a bad start. Okay, all right. Next one. Here we go. Next one. All right, vegetables with a B. Vegetables with a B. All right, let's go. All right, we're back in
I
the
can't
game. We're
spell,
getting this
but I can't spell, but guaranteed W.
one. Nah, dude. Guaranteed W. I don't know if I can spell this either. All right, here we go. Everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Broccoli.
Broccoli. Yeah.
Beet, broccoli, and banana. Oh, Rahmel, you're 0 for 2, dude. Sorry, man. You're 0 for 2.
What am I
All right.
doing, man? Jesus!
I'm on the board. I'm on the
Oh my
board.
God! All
You
right.
got
Coleman,
nervous, guys. You
Jeff,
got nervous.
Bane, and
I just
myself.
got one
All right.
banana right now. I could use one. Yeah.
I knew when he said he couldn't spell, he wasn't going banana. He wasn't going banana.
Going with my- what the hell?
All right. Next one. Here we go. Girl names that start with M. All right. Think easy, everybody. Think easy. Don't think too hard on this.
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta
All
get
right,
on the
here we
board
go.
here.
All right.
Ready?
Come on, Rahmel. You got this. All right. 3, 2, 1. Mary.
Mary.
Yeah.
We got
Let's
two-
go,
three Marys.
Rahmel. You got Mary,
Three
right?
Marys.
Let's
Got
go.
Mary.
All right.
Three
Jeff
Marys in there.
and Rahmel and myself, we get one. Rahmel, you're on the board. Let's go, buddy. You're off the schneid.
Yeah, baby, off the donut.
All
Let's
right.
get it.
All right, here we go. All right, next one. State that starts with A. Ooh. Which way are we going to go with this one?
Yeah,
Oh
this is
man.
gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna be an
California.
interesting one.
All right, everybody ready?
Yep.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alabama, baby. There's Alabama. Yeah,
Oh,
Rahmel, that's what I'm
man.
talking about.
Rahmel,
Alabama.
Rahmel, Bane, and I.
Come from
Wait, what?
behind.
I had
No,
Arizona.
Scott got it. Scott got it.
Scott got it too? Oh, you got Alabama?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
Alabama. It says Alabama.
Come on, man.
Okay. Bane. So let's see. Jeff got one, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we got here's the score.
Is that what that was?
So we got Jeff with 3,
4.
Bane 4. Sorry, 4. Bane with 3, and then Trey with 3, and then everybody else has 2. All right, here we go. How many you got left? Call me
Yo,
one
I
more.
demand a recount. What is
How many
this?
more?
This is
How many more we got left? How many got left?
I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 left.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Next one. All right. A fruit that starts with a P. Fruit that starts with a P, y'all.
We all got this. This just give us all a point right now.
Everybody's on it.
Everybody's got this.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, there's options here, dude. All right, 3, 2, 1. Pineapple.
Oh,
Yeah, baby. Yeah, pineapple. Ooh, we all get points. Look at that.
dude.
Everybody gets points.
I got to keep my lead. Come on now.
All right, okay, next one. Here we go.
All right.
Boy names that start with a T. You guys know what to do.
Boy names that start with a T. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Don't get this wrong. Ramel, don't get this wrong, dude.
whoops. I got
Here
it
we
wrong.
go. 3, 2, 1. Trey. Come on. What the heck? I'm right
Everybody
here.
got top.
Oh,
Yeah, all
God.
right.
Us four get points.
Oscar,
y'all.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, my
Everybody, but oh man, dude. Okay. All right. So Jeff.
We're just not,
in the lead
we're just
with
not
6.
that into you, Trey. We're just
Jeff
not
has
that
not
into you.
missed. Jeff hasn't missed today. Jeff's at 6.
Man.
Bane with 5,
Yeah.
and then
That's
so
on
then
fire.
Scott, Trey, and Ramel with 4. Coleman 3. What are you doing over there,
Yeah,
buddy?
here comes
We've
the
got 3
zinger,
more.
though. I
We've
know
got
I'm gonna
3
get
more.
All right.
screwed
Let's
on
go.
that
Next one. Here we go. Next one. U.S. cities that start with a W. Ooh, U.S. cities that start with
Cities?
a W.
Ooh,
Cities.
This should be a
That's-
layup for everybody.
wow, this is when I knew I was going to get zinged.
It's not. It's not a layup.
If it's not,
It's totally layup. This is a layup. All right, here we go.
Wait,
Are we ready?
Wait, West. Wait.
wait. right, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Washington,
Finger
DC,
roll.
y'all.
Finger roll.
Washington, D.C. Yeah, Rahmel. Yeah.
Finger
Bane and
roll.
Rahmel and me.
Finger
Bane,
roll.
Rahmel. Okay.
Somebody
all right.
caught me. Somebody caught me.
Jeff, it's tied now. You and Bane tied at the lead, tied at the top. All right, here we go. Next one.
Oh man, that was bad.
Next one. Animals, L.
Easy.
Animals with an L.
This
With
one's
an L?
easy.
Hey, there's several. There's several options here. It may not be easy. It may
Only
not.
one that matters.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I changed it. Definitely on the
3, 2. Scott, what are you doing over there? 1. Lion. Yeah, baby. Oh, lamb. Oh, Jeff. Shut out the only one. Oh,
The
that
lion and the
hurts.
lamb. The lamb got eaten by the lions.
That's right.
I do just want to throw out there, Washington, D.C. is a district, not necessarily a city.
False.
Right.
False. Washington, D.C. is a city. The District of Columbia is a district.
That's
Hey.
right. That's right. Hey, that's
Hey,
right.
he's on
That's
Google
right.
trying to prove you wrong right now.
I'm on Google. Like on my other screen, it says Washington, D.C. isn't a state, it's a district.
Also a city. All right, here we go.
All right, last one. Oh, this is our last one. This
We
is our
can't
last
stand
one.
people like you, man. Just come on.
Last one. All right, here we go. A
Messing
country
with
that
the
starts with a K.
A country that starts with a K?
K.
Got you.
This one's easy too. Oh, actually, I don't know. Now that it was the first one that came to my head, and then like 3
Yeah,
more
there's
came. I'm like,
there's
oh, those
yeah
two.
there's more than just one here. There's more than just one. This could be for the game. Hold on, before we do this, here's the scores. So we got Bane with 7 in the lead. Jeff, Scott, and myself and Rahmel have 6, and Coleman 4. Here we go. All right, here we go. We'll make this one worth 3 so that you have a shot. This one's
There
worth
we go.
3. Here we go, everybody.
I still can't win then because
everybody
I
gets-
have to match with somebody.
Oh, that's right. This is worth 1. It doesn't matter. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kenya,
Pakistan, yeah. Yes.
Kuwait,
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Kazakhstan's the first one that came to mind, not Korea. or
Borat.
anything? Oh, wow.
Kenya.
All right, so Coleman gets a point. Jeff gets a point. Scott gets a point. Bane and I both get points. Bane is the winner. Congratulations, my friend. Nice job.
He wins everything.
I know. Hey, listen, I don't know what to tell you. The guy
Still don't disagree with DC.
Demanding a recount on that DC. Now I don't care. Go ahead, just do it. Now I don't mind.
I swear to God, I put
I'm calling a recount.
Waukesha. Like I
Now,
wouldn't
now I don't mind. I'm with the recount now. Let's do it.
I'm going with a
Dude, man,
recount.
The election was not stolen. It was won fair and square. I did it.
Now, Raquel, you have a good question here. Where is Jeff's facial hair? It's a great question. He shouldn't leave home without it. This should not happen. This should not happen.
He left it on the last episode.
I know. This is
Hey.
not. Look at that. Look at this. It doesn't even look like you. I mean, I don't. Oh man, we gotta fix that. Raquel, we gotta do something about that. It's not gonna work.
Sorry, Raquel. Sorry.
It'll be back in a few weeks.
Just the way it works.
I'm gonna let it
Hey, we
happen.
had we're seeing some news of consolidation. Everybody, Freightvana acquired Loadsmith. I saw this one coming a year ago. Listen, they got the same business model, same culture, great people, and they finally made it happen. So now Loadsmith is going to be a part of Freightvana. I think they're going to keep the Freightvana brand. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Duder beat me to the question. What does this mean for Loadsmith's 800 Kodiak truck purchases?
I don't know.
Because no
You
one
know
answered that
That's a
question right
good
now.
question.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
know who's,
I don't know.
and you know who's
That
not
is a good
talking?
question.
It's Kodiak.
Ooh.
Hit James.
Silence.
Reed. Ask him.
I would say silence can be very loud sometimes.
Now I've been hearing that.
In most cases.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, I've been hearing from Chad Olson, as some of us follow on here, that acquisitions are definitely speeding up. Like, he can't believe the pace at which these things are happening. I also saw that Craig Fuller put on Twitter that all the acquisitions they've been putting forward have been getting picked up very, very quickly. So money's coming out of the woodworks. People are buying stuff. Maybe there's some optimism out there. I don't know what's going on, or maybe it's just consolidation. People are not able
Consolidation
to
is the name of the game, man. Everything's getting consolidated. That's the name of the game.
Yeah. Listen, I wanted to
Easier
announce.
together to fight it out against each other.
M&A's, baby.
Yeah.
I wanted to announce live on the show that Beta Consulting Group is for sale at a price tag of $2.5 million for anybody that wants to.
Hey,
Hey,
all right.
And I'm willing to negotiate.
That's a deal.
So,
That's a deal.
that
that's
is.
a deal.
I know. It's a Christmas holiday special, everybody.
Listen, we
So-
could bundle truck and hustle up in there with Beta.
Ooh.
Let's make it real sweet for them, baby. What they got?
I will say this, Rahmel. I will say this. There's got to be a way. We've been talking about this a long time. There's got to be a way to do more collaboration because I know you have your show, you have your brand. I've got my shows, got my brand. We have different people with different shows. Jeff has his shows, but we've all been riding solo. How can we create a network? How can we create like a Fox News or a CNN of podcasts? We still got to figure that out, dude, because we're stronger together.
This is how it starts, man. This is how it starts. This conversation, we just have to follow through on something. You know,
somebody's got to become Rupert Murdoch. That's not me. I don't know who it is. Somebody's got to be Rupert Murdoch. I just want to be Tucker Carlson. I don't care about being Rupert.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was talking to other podcasters, and we were thinking about a 24-hour podcast, getting all
that may be a bit much.
On board to do a fundraiser, and whatever they raise during that hour or two slot goes to their charity, whatever it is.
I would be even more excited if we had one charity and we raised money for that and we rotated the charities seasonally or something. Because then we get some momentum together as a team. And we'll see which podcaster raises the most for that charity, but we all work together.
Idea.
I like that. Like a susu. They call that a susu. Like everybody's raising money and then one person gets. You ever heard of susu?
No.
Look it up. I'm not going to even try to explain it. Google it. Yeah, just Google it. Something like in West Indian families, they pretty much pool their money together, and then periodically one person gets all the money, and then they start the pot over again, and then somebody else gets some money. It's just like a way to hit the lottery without playing.
Okay.
If you're in the family. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that could be fun with a charity during a seasonal thing. We're going to do something at Broker Carrier Summit in the fall, and with Freight Fest coming up, we might be able to do some sort of collaboration on event, raising money or something. That could be something.
I love that.
I'll talk to you about that offline. We'll make that happen. That's for sure. All right, Rahmel, listen, we got to end the show the way that we always end the show here, and that is This Week in Pictures. Scott, did you send any?
No, but I'm sharing my logo.
You are sharing it. Oh, here we go. Well, let's do this first. Look at this. This is the Freight Sensei logo. Is that not fire?
Hey, fire!
That is money, dude.
Fireballs. I like it.
It's got the not the badge feel. It's not what I mean, but the shield. It's got the shield feel to it.
Yep.
Sure.
Oh man, it's dope. It's so good. It looks good on the water bottle.
It's everything you need all in one. It's all there.
It is, man. It's awesome. The Freight Sensei got some good stuff there. All right, so we like to go back through the week in pictures, those who submit them. We got a couple that did today, so let's go ahead and get the party started. I'll start out. I actually have 2 slides this week, everybody. First of all, right there in the middle, that's what AI thinks I look like if I'm a Lego character. I'm not sure where the mountain came from, but I'm going with it. It's fine.
Summit.
Not a problem. That's right. Ramel, there's that beautiful look you were looking at.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You don't even recognize him. Had a chance to take my family. I know he's a cop. That's who he is. Had a chance to take my family to Texas over Thanksgiving. It's the 46th state that my daughters have been to. We're on our path to get to 50. We got 4 to go before they graduate, so that's pretty exciting. Went to Dallas and Fort Worth and Waco and San Antonio and Galveston. Had a wonderful time. And then that lower left picture is my daughter and I out in the snow this past week. We got a little snow here in Missouri, which was a lot of fun. And we did some Christmas shopping. There's my hike with Mr. Dr. Mark there. And then this is me. This is me transforming back into myself. Jeff, look at this. Look at this. This is right side, left side, top, half of my mustache, all the mustache. This is how it works. That's how it goes. But we also like to make a peppermint tree every year. We have these fun Advent activities we do. So we made a peppermint tree, went shopping, went to Panda Express for dinner, had a great time with that. So that's what my last 2 weeks have looked like.
Damn, Panda sounds delicious.
Panda is money, dude. I know. All right, Coleman.
We need to do something with the rice, though, man. The rice at Panda Express is terrible, man.
But the lo mein is decent. The lo mein
is decent.
Yeah.
If you just mix it all around like a gumbo, then it's all right. But man, the rice by itself, oh my God.
Listen, I go plate and I go half lo mein, half fried rice, orange chicken, and Spitfire chicken breast or whatever that is. That's my order every time. I
get the what is it, like the walnut something shrimp? I think it is. I don't know.
Walnut shrimp is funny. Yeah, true.
Yeah, the walnut shrimp is kind of banging, but the rice
double
is
the rice is
gotta go, man.
Do you go white rice or fried rice? What are you doing, white or fried?
I don't go any rice because it's terrible. I just don't eat the rice. I just give me the shrimp by itself. I'm good.
Which one do you want? Which one would you want if you could have?
Oh, I'm going fried rice all day long.
Yeah, fried rice.
Yeah, all day long.
Yeah,
it's up.
100%,
It's up.
100%.
It's fried rice.
That's why I'm disappointed.
Shit.
All right, Coleman, what do we got?
Yeah, this is all my camera roll is now just me and baby. So we
As
did
it
our
should
first
be.
travel.
As it should be.
I know, right? I know, but we did our first traveling back to California. She did great. I highly recommend that anybody that doesn't have lounge access, get it. It is
Look
worth
at
it.
this. Oh, look
Yeah,
at that.
that's when she just woke up from a nap. We have officially, I hate to say it, shaved her head because she was starting to lose some hair, so it looks a lot better now. But that's one of my best friends. Actually, he's the best man at my wedding. We visited him back in California. He's holding her, and that's his wife. And then that's our holiday card picture that's going to be coming out.
Look at that. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the whole family right there.
Nice.
Love it, dude.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
Beautiful, beautiful.
How is parental leave treating you, my friend? What time are you waking up these days?
I don't. There's no set time. It's when she wakes up. But I will say, thank goodness, she has been an amazing sleeper. Like I've heard some horror stories. I would say we usually put her down between 7:30 and 8:30. She usually wakes up at like maybe midnight to 1, and then she's usually asleep until like she actually wakes up, which is like 5, 6, or 7. Like she wakes up once at night, and then that's it. I'm like, thank goodness,
dude. That is money, and what a joy, man! First Christmas, it's gonna be so much fun, dude. Like just the memories you guys are making, and your camera roll should be your kids. That's what, like at least 50% of it should just be nothing but Sloan. That's what
literally
goes
what it
by
is.
fast.
It goes, man. It goes by way.
It's already gone by really fast.
Trust me, you'll be a grandpa before you know it.
All right, folks, it's time to end the show. Rahmel, hey, thanks for being on today, man. Appreciate you. Hope you had a blast. Hope you'll see you soon. Let's talk offline. Everybody follow Truck and Hustle if you're not following them, and make sure you connect with Rahmel. 100%. And everybody else, we'll see you next Friday right here on Word on the Street. Peace out, everybody. Take care.